Well, another terrific second half. 52 points back-to-back games. Really, really good. We've got so much respect for Colorado State and their program and what Coach Medved does. So they were playing great. It was back and forth the first half, and then we just really composed ourselves. I think we were down 1 with about 10 minutes to go, and they just went on an amazing run. So shooting the ball well, got a great desire to win right now. And, we'll enjoy it tonight. We'll move on and get back to work tomorrow.
So I know you mentioned being down 1 and then finishing strong and 52 points in back-to-back halves. But that is 2 back-to-back games that it wasn't just a strong finish. It was 38-15 tonight to close the game, 45-13 the other night. Do you see something where the other team is just kind of worn out, or why are you guys able to overwhelm them to close out these games?
I think every game is different. I thought – CJ, Jovan, phenomenal off the bench. True is continuing to get better and better. Phillip was defensively really, really good. So I don't think it's one thing. I think we're a good team. I think that obviously helps. But we have the ability when we shoot the ball to do it in a variety of ways because we've got a guy in Nelly who could score down there. I thought Nelly was terrific. Donovan got the mid-range going, and then to have True, CJ, and Jovan coming in knocking down threes was huge.
I don't know, I can't remember every game, but I think that's probably in some ways maybe Donnie's worst first half. He was struggling, he was shooting 1 for 7, and then he ends up with a great stat line, and you guys were able to overcome it. Did you say anything to Donnie, or was there a reason why?
Nothing I could say in here because I would be in trouble. I got on him. I was not happy with him. He's better than that. He's a better leader than that. He was consumed with the fact that he couldn't make shots. His body language was really, really poor. So to his credit, I got on him and he responded very, very well.
Again, then I know, again, awards, I know you don't care about awards, but Player of the Year, we've talked a lot about, Donnie's in the contention, Neek's in contention. How far off is a guy like Nelly whose stat line tonight was ridiculous with 5 blocks and 3 steals?
Yeah, didn't sub him out. The 5 blocks, amazing. The steals, obviously great as well. I don't know. I put on TV. I don't know who it is. I'm not a big track guy, but in the Olympics, I think his name is Hall. Maybe he won an amazing race from behind, and I talked to the guys about, okay, this is a race, and in the world that we live in, people keep declaring the race over when it's not over. You're Player of the Year. You're in the NCAA tournament. You're first place. Race is not over. Now we're about 70, 80% of the way there. Let's finish strong. If Nelly finishes strong, absolutely. But if he's not Player of the Year, he's certainly a first-team all-conference guy, but he's got to finish strong. And what we've seen so far, he's been terrific.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the defensive effort of Phillip? He only put up 5 shots, 4 points, but he was part of the defensive effort that helped limit Neek Clifford to 3 of 15 and 9 points. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's what we looked to add when we got Phillip is we wanted more length. We were guarding, we just were not rebounding. We did a really good job, I thought, in the first half, but we gave up some offensive rebounds. But Phillip's committed to it. I even thought some of his drives and stuff, he was pretty good there. So I liked his overall game, I thought was really, really good. And although he didn't score a lot of points, he did a lot of other things really well.
Coach, you've talked about the mental makeup of this team. There's been some games where in the past where this team might have folded, might have had a hard time, but this team seems to weather the storm a lot better than it has in the past. You like tonight when you fell behind 50-49, guys just stepped on the gas pedal again.
Well, every team is different, right? So this is not last year's team. So many new faces. So they're pretty composed. When you have some older guys, Donovan's got experience. Nelly's been in the program. Mustafa's been in the program. It helps, So the retention piece, everybody loves transfer portal and all that. But if you can retain those key guys, they've been there before. It's huge. So tonight, certainly very, very composed. To beat a team like Colorado State, who've been playing so well by 22, means you played really good basketball in the second half.
And I'm sure maybe you've seen this look before, but Jeff kind of also noticed that Nico, at one point when Donovan made a mid-range shot, there's this exasperated look, like there's really nothing he can do against a player like that. How good is it? How much of a luxury is it to have players that can make plays like that and deflate the other team?
I wasn't looking down there certainly, but yeah, I mean, I think Donnie's a great point guard, and I think he can get better and better and better. And I love that he showed it at UNLV. He showed it today with some mid-range stuff, which I love. So he's continuing to expand his game. You know, he's very realistic about his game and where he needs to get better and improve on to go along with all the things that he's great at. So love seeing him knock down those shots. I mean, because, you know, you put him in a ball screen, he's pretty lethal.
So CSU is a team that runs a lot of set plays and a lot of off-ball actions. Are you happy with your off-ball defense specifically here?
At times. I thought it could have been a little bit better. We had to switch our ball screen coverage because they were hurting us. They had some time to prepare, and we kind of figured they would do different things. So, yeah, I thought overall the defense was good. Didn't love the rebounding. It got way better in the second part of the second half.
And then for a team that runs so many set plays, how important is the scout going to be against that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important. They got some stuff off of some actions, but our guys do a great job of getting them prepared. So scouting and tendencies and all those things is huge, especially this time of year.
Coach, overall, it seems like team defense has been the consistent throughout conference play, and tonight was no different. I mean, again, Colorado State shoot 5 of 23 from 3. From the field, they were just 34%. Can you just talk about the overall effort for team defense again?
Yeah, block shots, Nelly 5, 9 steals. I thought that's when the game really got going. We started getting some deflections and getting out of the break. You know, defense to offense is something we could always really be good at. You know, especially in this building, when you get that building going like that. So the activity was great. I don't know the exact number of deflections, but was really, really good. So, yeah, they shot 34%, 21% from 3, all really good. The only thing that we didn't really do well was we gave them a lot of free throws in the second half.
You have to be happy with the 3-point percentage tonight. I mean, that's probably maybe the highest of the season, 64%, 9 of 14.
Extremely happy. Yeah, I always tell them when they shoot, I'm right there and I'm rooting for it to go in. And when it goes in, I'm happy. So I'm going to continue to encourage them to make threes as best I can. So CJ, yeah, it's great coaching. You know, I mean, this is when you get a veteran like myself, that's what it is. But CJ made some. Jovan made some big ones off the bench as well.
That was good. I'm good.
Oh my God, Jeff. Stumped. He's speechless. He's speechless.
So you mentioned the progress of Jovan. One of the key plays I thought was that step back 3 that he faked that passed the ball to CJ when CJ was cooking. What have you seen from Jovan?
Yeah, I think he's he's being brought along at the right pace. I love the mentorship from Mustafa. You know, they're similar type players. He's a really good player, Jovan, but his attitude is unbelievably good. Never has a bad day. You know, body language, great teammate, coachable. So, you know, we had in mind with adding him to be the kind of heir apparent to Mustafa when he moves on. Who the hell knows in a couple of weeks what happens? But we really feel good about him and really like his future.
Any other actual basketball questions before we get to Jeff? Oh, okay.
The bench is down to like 7. You've been kind of consistently going 7, maybe 8, and tonight, beyond 7 had 2 minutes from Atiki and 1 minute from Cade.
Yeah.
Is that going to be, you think, the rest of the season?
I think it was a feel thing. I just really liked Nelly and Donnie in the second half. That's not my desire by any means. But I just thought Nelly was phenomenal, and then Donnie started getting rolling a little bit. So, no, I mean, I want those guys ready. I'd like to go a little deeper than that for sure.
Okay, and then I am going to ask about the Super Bowl, if you have any predictions, and how has Braden been this week to put up with?
I haven't even really honestly looked at it and paid attention to it, to be honest with you, but Braden's going to be obnoxious. He is a very obnoxious Chiefs fan. I'm going to assume the Chiefs win. But certainly my main focus is on Air Force and the Mountain West run here. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.